We have Jim, aka Jimmy Jam, or Timberlake, as our tour guide today. You may recognize him for our live show. He is the guy behind our racing series. And we'll probably talk about that too, as he does. He works for Make, and Make is a really cool magazine. And I got to meet Dale. He's lovely. So we're going to plug Make.
Very nice
magazine of Make. So, and that's what it's all about, making stuff, making anything. And now I'm going to let Jim do his thing, and I'm going to interrupt him all the time.
Yeah, you're really good at interrupting me. So, yeah, right now we're standing in the lounge area of Humming Station 1 in Chicago, which is a hackerspace. If you're not familiar with a hackerspace, basically think of it as a crossbreed between a permanent science fair and a home for people who like putting shit together and getting things done. Preferably in a timely manner, but you know, sometimes people can't get that stuff much. But we have especially me.
Jim has no concept of time or space.
I've lost track of what year it is. I still think it is 1980.
He still thinks he's a time lord too.
Yeah.
So you're telling me that there's places like this that people can come to pretty much get together and get their inner geek on?
Pretty much, yeah. There's places where people can make anything. The outlining premise is that if you live in a city or you don't have a lot of space at home, it's really hard to put stuff together. You can't just build a coffee table in your living room.
It could, but it would be really messy.
It would be really messy,
you might
right?
get a divorce.
Yeah, and that's not what you want when you put together a coffee table. But you could do that at a place like Hackerspace. This hackerspace specifically has a wood shop, a metal shop, has a fabrics area, an electronic shop. Actually, a really awesome fabrics area. One of the better
Let's go
ones.
upstairs.
Yeah,
you're gonna catch Jim's butt going upstairs, not ours.
Wait, why not? Well, their viewership will decline rapidly.
So with a space like this,
So like fabrics and textiles area, which has had rapid expansion in the last year or so, really, the last 18 months.
This is where you get crafty.
Yeah, you get serious craft done in here. I mean, lots of craft. I mean, check out all this fabric we got sitting around here.
So how many businesses are in under one space, like this space?
Well, there aren't really businesses operating, but it's not exclusive to businesses. It's more like an individual making space. The idea is that individuals come here and can put stuff together and do whatever they want. Businesses have come out of it, though, and have come out of other hacker spaces. Chicago isn't exclusive to this. There are hundreds.
Kickstarters come out here. Photo booth.
Yeah.
Who else do Kickstarters do?
Nova, the credit card size flash for iPhones and
So
a lot
I had
of things.
a project, I wanted to have a space so that I would make my particular project, because my husband won't let me use my power tools at home.
Exactly. That's a
I
good
could
place to
come
do it.
and rent the space.
Yeah, well, you basically pay monthly memberships, like a gym membership.
Oh, okay.
So you pay, like, say, $40 a month,
Let's nerd nonsense.
and then come in here and, use the tools and resources that are available. It's pretty
And
sweet.
when you say resources, everyone helps each other out as far as knowledge and
Yeah,
working on the best part.
it is a collaborative environment of a community of people who work together to make things happen. So if you need to learn something, you can, because there's someone here who knows something.
If I need to learn to lathe,
Yes.
I could come over and be like, yeah, I really think that I need a lathe for this particular project, and you could help me out.
Yeah, and then I would say, you should talk to Tim Saylor.
And definitely not talk to you about it, because that's a problem. All right. So what's going on here?
There's stuff going on here. There are, for example, the automated sewing
Yeah, go through there and play with it.
which are pretty great. You put a pattern into them, and then they just crank it out.
Awesome.
You have to sit there and do it
We
yourself.
got 3 printers over there.
Yeah, there's a couple of 3D printers over here.
We get
I'm
into
gonna
that,
show
that's
on that.
okay.
Actually, the new Lulzbot Taz, which is
Oh, this is the Taz.
and it's the premium model tag. It's not the last year model. It's
Hey guys, sorry to intrude.
the biggest and best model.
Yeah,
Appreciate it. Of course.
If I remember correctly, this is like the $2,600 Taz
Oh, it's
with the full LCD panel with stats and everything on it.
I know Carmen's daughter is going ham right now just looking at that.
Yeah, 3D printing has been quite popular in the last 5 years and has reached a skyrocketing amount of people talking about it and super hype machine and all that. But it's great for printing out parts and The nice thing you can get if you get this, I mean, this is 3D printed as, you know, an additional component for this 3D printer.
How terribly convenient.
Yeah. What's better than, you know, adding more parts to something that already has plenty of parts to begin with?
That owl is pretty boss.
Actually, that was printed on this. Really.
That was printed on the Taz?
Yeah.
Pretty sweet. Is that one of Hef's squirrels?
That's one I have squirrels, yeah.
Does Hef have some sort of squirrel kingdom? Are they alive or are they dead? I wish
No,
he was here to ask.
Honestly, I blame Bart. Because Bart likes to print out squirrels. Like, he'll always do those for his demo.
Yeah.
Which is actually way cool.
I remember Cat
Because
Food
they're
was
quick.
popular. I think it was in this room that we actually, Jim pointed out to me and a few others on the Blue Alcohol, how we were discussing how the Loom is kind of like the first PC because you program what you want to have and you wear the output. So that was our...
Yeah, because when you're making like when you're getting a bunch of thread together, you have to actually lay it out in a certain way. And when you run the through, you're getting basically the output. It's the first input-output machine, really. And like that developed later on. Because some looms actually ran on punch cards later on, which then developed into tabulation machines, and that's how we got the computers today eventually. Over 150 to 200
long
years.
stretches
Yeah.
of freeze.
So let's go see what else we can find.
What you got? Over this side. Follow Jim's rear.
The electronics lab is probably one of the best put together spots in the space, both because it's frantic. One is frantic and now well organized section. Things are cleanly labeled here. Components available on here, so if people need, for example, we try to keep a certain stock of components available in case, it's 2 in the morning and, you need some parts that you're not going to be able to get anywhere. A lot of common parts are kept here just for that purpose.
And you were never in want of an outlet.
Yeah, we
Outlets for all.
Yeah, there's always an abundance of outlets. And, that's the point, is, we want to make it so it's a lot easier to get things done. You can imagine that because we have 200 something members, we have to face this way. We have to walk like backwards.
Oh yeah, you have to walk
You have to walk
Pretty much behind every door there's something new.
Yeah, there's a
Yeah,
lot.
but also the price is right on peak, guys. Now, if I'm not mistaken, when you want to join, PS1, you want to know what's going on. Is it still open Tuesday night? You come in here and you all hang out, we talk, and we meet new people, and it's quite lovely, very welcoming. Lord knows I got sucked in here without any effort. It just happened. Now, this is a very fun place to be. So let's go. Should we go downstairs?
Yeah.
Downstairs? Okay. Again, follow Jim downstairs in case he falls, and we get great footage of that.
It'll probably happen.
Kevin, you did a nice job. This fabulous mural here. This is great.
Well, coming down here, we have the kitchens area, which is currently staffed with.
They're working on beer.
They're incredibly busy.
Yeah, it's beer church.
Your church is very important.
Incredibly busy drinking beer.
Over here, you will see our laser cutter, which is, I would say, responsible for. Well, it's because it's hard to get access to a laser cutter anywhere. Mostly, it's like design schools that have them, and larger industrial places. So having one here is pretty boss.
It is a pretty boss thing.
Yeah.
Those of you who saw my Mortal Kombat wooden ornament, that was cut here at PS1 by who's now President Miss Bree. I wish she was here. Hopefully we'll ambush her at some point. We can get an interview with her because she's wonderful.
She might be
maybe
here later today.
maybe we can print a little something. Maybe a little word logo or something. Maybe. Maybe you guys can hook us up with that.
Yeah.
Buy this here. Okay, so we'll do that.
So we could do that.
Moving on.
I love the metal shop, mostly because the metal shop has improved the most since I started here. At one point, it literally started with it's about 3 times the size than what it used to be, which is great.
Yeah, this is really expanded since I was last.
Well, here's the thing, like
Cement mixer.
yeah,
That's what we used it for.
I'm not certain. I know there's a couple tools before this, but of the current tools sitting around, this was probably one of the first things that we had, and it was just a desk. So as you can see, there's a lot more stuff going on. We actually have a full metal shop, which is slowly migrating towards the back. It's now kind of split up. So all the fire burning stuff goes away from the centermost point of the building, which makes perfect sense. But I mean, a lot of the machining tools are still here. So we kind of split, we've expanded the metal shop to the machining section where you cut and lathe all your metals all you want, and then the actual like welding equipment over there, and the not the kiln,
You're terrible.
I'm the
guy.
worst, right? I used to do this all the time.
I know, you're a bitch. You're rusty.
I'm very rusty, but not as rusty as. Well, actually, this is not bad. That's
So
in good shape.
you are the rustiest thing
In
here.
this room, yeah.
So yeah, so for noobs like myself to come in and this is just like, oh my god, sensory overload.
Pretty much, yeah.
If I were to come to Tuesday night?
Yeah.
Tuesday night.
Tuesday at 8 p.m.
8 p.m. I'm walking in the door. Tell me what happens as I walk in the door. Am I greeted? Am I just wandering around with all these sharp objects? Because you don't want me in here with the
you're
sharp
gonna sign the
objects.
insurance waiver.
Yeah, you get a little waiver thrown in your face because this is kind of dangerous stuff, especially if you don't know what you're doing, like every one of us in here.